Hello from Alaska. The weather's S. Let's talk some S. It's snowy out. It's going to start raining here. Just got done snow blowing. Had just kind of unfroze. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee, see if anyone shows up. If anyone shows up on here, just scream real loud, like the old Pee Wee Herman show. So, yeah, I'm going to go fill my cup up. Oh, kind of a dreary, nasty day. Well, I don't know. I gotta try to pick that up right now. Let's see if anyone shows up here. I had to switch up my brand of coffee. This expensive espresso is garbage. It's like some Lavazza stuff. No, no good. Don't recommend. Cafe Bustelo in the yellow foil bag is the best. Cheap. That and Pilone. And be my first choice is the Pilone. About $6 in a little 1 pound foil square bag. Just save your old coffee can from the expensive crap you got and dump it in there. Oh, I'm just going to hang out here until some people show up. I'll pull up some pictures I got here. Where the hell is my pictures? This guy was at work yesterday. Had himself a good one. Nice little nap. Big sea otter. Damn near as big as me. Hey, Whipple Creek. Figured I'd pop on here for a bit. Weather's crummy out. Waiting for the rainstorm. Pull up this picture of this otter again. That's down at my work. He's almost as big as I am. Big sea otter. Everyone's getting out of the bad weather. Oh, the chat on screen. I'm not sure how to do that yet. It's kind of new for me. So I'll have to figure out how to do that. Oh, StreamYard. Yeah, I'll try that and try to get that going because, yeah, that'd be kind of fun. Be able to pop people up. I'll look into that today. Someone was telling me about another one that something like StreamYard that's out of Ukraine. My email is just 907@hotmail.com. That's an easy one. Don't mind sharing that. Yeah, I have to figure out some stuff to do on screen here too. Probably pick up some more pay dirt. Wish I could do a build like some bear defense stuff and get out in the woods too. I'm gonna get a different camera set up and going. And I think that StreamYard would help with that, where I could drop some clips into and show people some stuff. But I'll be doing more videos this year. Email, pop it up here on the chat. And then just in case anyone wants my PayPal, well, there's my links. Got some snow yesterday. We're supposed to get rain. It's like a 90% chance, so everything's just going to turn into a block of ice. It was an early morning for me because I take care of a fairly large harbor here for like the sanding and plowing and all that stuff. Everything else too, electrical, whatnot. I'll get the state ferry in tomorrow at 6:30 in the morning, so I'll just have an early day for that. Kind of used to getting up early. I don't sleep in on the weekends. I'm up every day at the same time, usually like around 6. So yeah, I'll be on the lookout on my email there. Can't work on any of my car projects. I got a 2006 Volvo S40 with a 5-cylinder turbo and a 6-speed manual that I got to do some work on. I think I'm just going to bag it till spring. And I got a Hummer H2 I got to do some work on. I think I'm just going to let them get buried in the snow for the winter. Just hit those again in the spring. Got a bunch of little, kind of like the BCS tillers, have all the multiple attachments. There's an older version called the mainline tractor, and another even older version. I can't even remember what that's called, but it looks just like a BCS. Both of them do. I'm going to refurbish those and try to find the sickle bar. So far, I've got the potato hiller, the tiller, and 2 snowblower attachments for them. So people just kind of leave them out in the weeds to rot. And if you put some time and energy into them, you can have some pretty neat equipment. We'll even run a small hay baler on the front of it. Waiting on snowshoes to come in, or I would have done some snowshoeing and snowshoe bunny hunting today. I might still towards dark and see how that goes. I got one area I kind of feel confident I'm not going to get lost in. Possible I could night hunt that. Usually I've got some moose in the yard, but not this year. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Seen plenty of bull moose this year. None that were legal, but some that were pretty close. So, kind of a boring day here at the cabin. I already got all my chores done. I got to figure out what to do with myself for the rest of the night. The emu stories. Yeah, you can read about my fight to legalize emu up here online. To put some more videos of the emu up too. And on my Facebook, I don't have the link on me, but my Facebook, if someone wants to pop on there, you can see all kinds of stuff. Yeah, the government's pretty dirty, you know. Seems like they just want to stand in the way of every right that we should just automatically have. The government's really coming down on the Constitution. And if you see someone trying to fight for a right that you know they should have, and give them some help, give them a hand, because sooner or later it's going to be you and something that you'd like to continue to be able to have or do as a right. And when they're standing on your neck, you're going to want the help. And we got to watch out for each other. They're just going at us at every angle that they can. And they got unlimited resources, they've got an unlimited budget. The only way that you can win against the government is that you have to be willing to make their life as miserable as possible till it becomes as miserable as it takes to get them to give up. And it's going to take a long time, but you can't relent and you can't give up, no matter what you're fighting for. As long as your cause is in the right, don't listen to anybody that tells you you can't do it. Anything's possible with enough work. But you can't do it by yourself. You're going to need to have your friends on your side. You're going to need to go out and explain what you want to do rationally, calmly, factually, and get other people to come onto your team and help you out. But I could have never done it by myself. Had all kinds of help. Don Liston Publishing helped me out writing that story for me. Must Read Alaska, Alaska Public Media. Have friends that were involved with people at the state capitol. I contacted everybody I could. The National Emu Association, other friends and farmers and family, strangers, different people from other farming groups. And it was a hell of a fight. It took damn near 3 years. But, we gotta have rights. They don't want us to be able to raise our own food. They don't want us to be able to raise our own crops. They're trying to tell you what you have to eat, how you have to heat your home. You think up here in Alaska you're safe from the craziness of the lower 48. It's no. We got people from the EPA up in Fairbanks right now trying to get people to shut their wood stoves down in minus 50-degree temperatures because it might cause some global warming, which they know is crap. And global warming has happened for the last, 40,000 years since the last ice age? Those glaciers have been melting for 40,000 years. And they're going to rebuild back up and they're going to melt again someday. It's just the cycle. We can't do anything about it. So, regardless of what your politics are, you got to look at facts, reality. You just end up beating yourself. So much corruption. I run into so much corruption every day. Just, it absolutely sucks. It starts at the lowest levels. Be as simple as, some of it I can't even talk about right now, but someday I'm going to write a book. And it's going to be almost unbelievable. Yeah, ain't much else going on today here. Any any questions, Whipple? You're the only one out here right now. Oh, right on. Will do. Uh, yeah, I could do text up here. But yeah, well, I'll give you a call. We'll check out your number. Well, see if I can set up StreamYards today. So that would be really fun. Kind of some far flung friends all over the world. Maybe we can get some kind of international thing going. There's some buddies in Ukraine I'd like to get on too that do prospecting and metal detecting. They've been finding coins from the Romans and, Polish king. Really some pretty neat stuff. Oh, right on. Oh, cool. I appreciate that. Got some emu eggs in the incubator. Those should hatch in about 29 days. So I'll be able to show those pretty soon. Those are back in incubators behind me under the cabinet. They'll be neat being able to show those hatch. Hopefully, I can catch some coming out of the shell this time. Last time I got home and they were already all hatched out and walking around. About 47 to 54 days. Usually, day 49 they hatch. Run them at 97.5 Fahrenheit. I don't add any water in the incubator because it's still a little bit moist here in Alaska where I'm at in the winter. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. Gonna do a better fence. Up this road I live on, this guy had some elk, and I work with his son, and he's gonna give me some of this crazy tall. It's like 10-foot tall, super strength fence that can withstand an elk or apparently a jeep running into it. And he's got it instead of just posts. He's got like a oil well drill stem. I think it's like 4 or 6 inch, 12-foot length. So or no, 16-foot lengths. So I have 6 feet of it going into the ground and then the 10 exposed. I'm going to do a big section for the emu and think about getting some other stuff too. Really like to get some mini cows or a mini bison or something like that. Be nice to have my own milk here on the farm. Be able to make some butter and stuff. There's some camels. I got some friends in Tennessee that have baby camels fairly often available. Might be kind of fun using those to hunt moose. Now, no more escapes. The last one I had, That about did me in trying to carry a 120 something pound emu up a ravine while it's kicking and flailing with them big ass dinosaur claws. That was a bit much. Ripped my jeans apart, scratched my belly all up, scratched my arms up. The time I got that thing through the fence, it's like just gasping for breath. But I don't think I could have went about another 6 more feet with that damn bird. I wasn't that far. It was just kind of some horrible terrain. And I looked out and saw as he lifted up from underneath the fence and shot across the swamp down into the and then ran as fast as I could after him. So good thing he got tangled up in the alders. I've wrestled a white-tailed deer out of a barbed wire fence before to get its leg free. I'd rather wrestle two whitetails at the same time than try to carry another emu. That's nuts. Them claws, man, them claws are sharp. They'll open up a pair of blue jeans quicker than a pair of scissors. I mean, they'll rip them things off your legs one swipe, gone. So they're cool when they're inside their enclosure. But you want to make sure you have the right fence because you don't want to play at that game. Yeah, farming's fun. Add some more fruits and stuff here too. I'm gonna try to get everybody to be able to grow more of their own food. No matter where you're at in the world, I can help get you set up, give you some guidance, connect you with some other people that can help you out. I mean, up here in Alaska, I'm super lucky. I have all these like experimental scientists that like, hey, I see you have these kind of berries. Can you bring me some seeds? I'll give you a couple flats of plants when I get them germinated. And so I'm getting all kinds of nagoonberry plants again this year from a buddy up in Anchorage. I got salmon berries growing here now that have never grown down here in this part of Alaska before. And I'm getting these 5 gallon buckets of meat spents that are made from wild berries. So, like high bush cranberry. We have so many different species of blueberries up here. People have no idea. High bush blueberries, low bush blueberries. They're different shapes. They're different tastes. Like each part of Alaska seems to have its own. Different kinds of salmon berries. So spreading those all throughout the woods. I can just take these mead spents and my gold scoop for gold panning. Take that thing and just wing them things out in the woods all over the place. I'm gonna have like so much food growing in the forest down here. It's gonna be crazy, and that's gonna make it easier for the wildlife. We're gonna have more game. Is it legal? No. Do I care? No. It's helping the environment. It's all native seeds. These are all indigenous plants to our area. Uh, I've had Karens like, why are you planting hemlock trees back where hemlock trees used to grow in the coastal rainforest? And tell them that, well, go look at all the stumps that are there from when they all got chopped down. They're supposed to be here, they belong here. So, yeah, you're never going to make anyone happy, but just do it anyway. Been spreading mushroom spores too, getting some more bear's head mushroom growing around, porcini or king bolete, morels, hedgehog mushrooms. So we're getting all those in their back in their respective environments too. They just when they came through here and logged back in the I think 60s, 50s, and 60s, they took out every single big hemlock. When they did that, all the hedgehog mushrooms needed those roots down in the forest, and the chicken of the woods grew on those. And now I just find remnants here and there. I'll find chicken of the woods growing on a stump from a tree that was cut down 50 years ago. But, all that stuff is starting to get more rare and die out. So it's going to take a long time for those to grow, but someday someone's going to appreciate someone taking the time to bring that stuff back. Grizzlies, there's a lot of grizzlies where I'm at down here. I've had them right next to my bedroom window before. Kind of a fact of life where I'm at. Wolves, grizzly bears, black moose. Haven't had too many problems with them. More with the black bears. I don't trust the black bears as much. They're sneaky. And I've had a black bear come and almost touch the end of my running chainsaw when I've been out in the woods before. You think they'd be scared of a gasoline engine like a loud chainsaw running? Not at all. They'll walk up, just grab onto it with their mouth. It's weird. Whereas the grizzly bears seem to, if you're doing something like that, likely a grizzly or a brown bear ain't going to come anywhere near you. They're just going to avoid it and, stick to their business. So it's kind of strange. Been chased by a polar bear to a work truck up on the slope before. That was a little bit scary. Polar bears and black bears make me more nervous than the brown bears. Yeah, when you're mushroom hunting, you use a basket with an open weave in it. That way, everywhere you're walking with that basket of mushrooms, you're spreading more of those spores around the forest. Wherever you're walking, it's kind of a side benefit. So it's like being a Johnny Appleseed with your mushrooms. I've had them come up lots of times where I've just been walking around into places I haven't been before. Yeah, I've walked into brown bear kills before. That's a different deal there. They will kill you to kill, like on site without hesitating. They're gonna get you. So when we kill a moose or something up here, we're getting like a lot of new hunters that don't know. You're supposed to put some flagging tape, 100 feet from your kill, or 100 yards from your kill, rather, so other hunters know that, hey, there's something going on here. Maybe I need to be a little bit more vigilant. Someone got one across the street from my house, got a big moose, and I didn't know they did. I walked right up on that pile, and brown bear, sow, and cubs had just been out there because I could see where their bellies knocked all the grass down and make trails down to the creek and footprints and all that. Well, that would have been a bummer, run into that. But usually you pay attention to the birds, you start seeing a bunch of crows somewhere, a bunch of magpies or ravens or Canada jays. There's probably something dead around. Keep a close lookout. Starting to grow more mushrooms at home too. I got some hemlock stumps that were cut down from a fallen tree, and I planted those with a chicken of the woods mycelium. And I got some oyster mushrooms going and some bear's head mushrooms going just on hardwood shavings. So I grow a little bit of that. Yeah, them bear claws are sharp. But a lot of these guys are doing these like high altitude hunts above the tree line and waiting for a bear to come out of its den. So they're kind of right in the zone. They don't have anything to get behind. When I hunt brown bear, I always bring a buddy. So me and my buddy went out hunting bear a lot this year. We didn't see any of the big brown bears, but I'm sure it's going to happen next year. Seen lots of sign. Anywhere where the brown bears are getting a lot of hunting pressure, they become nocturnal and just move at night. After a while, you start seeing a pattern of where you're finding tracks at what times, knowing where they are certain times of the year. Yeah, I seen brown bear tracks. I've got one. Tracks are about that big around. Each toe is about like that all the way across, and then the claw sticks out. About right there. It's a good couple inches ahead of the front of the toe. So we got some monsters out here. They end up going up to the dump at night. I got a buddy that runs the dump, and he showed me some pictures. There's like a dozen bears up there just ripping stuff apart. But that's within city limits, so I can't hunt there. The grizzly brown bear hybrid or grizzly polar bear hybrids, those will be north of the Brooks Range. But yeah, definitely real. And then there's something called a glacier bear, which is a white black bear. And those will live up in the glacier area. There used to be some in Seward, but I think those have gotten pretty rare. I don't know if they got hunted out or what, but 50s and 60s people occasionally would get one. I've watched polar bears hunting Aleutian geese up on the North Slope, and a female polar bear running faster than a flying goose, just knock it right out of the sky. Yeah, they're called glacier bears. And the black bears up in the tops of the mountains next to the glaciers. Like I've hunted Bear Mountain. Hellacious hike to get in. I got stitches on the way back out. Uh, got a nice black bear there and just full of bears. They're about, I don't know, 200 pounds, 220 pounds live weight. But the meat is so filled with like blueberries and fermented blueberries. It kind of tastes like it's spice, and it has a tiny, tiny bit of a Novocaine effect if you eat like a fresh steak of it. Super good. Oh, it's super good. It tastes totally different than any other black bear. I'll hike up there, and when the first frost hits the top of the mountains in a few days, those blueberries, those are low bush blueberries, so the plants are like 6 inches tall, turns alcoholic, and the bears go up there, and the bears get absolutely wasted. Wasted drunk bears. They're doing somersaults and backflips and chasing each other in circles and rolling across the ground. It's the funniest damn thing. Someday I'll have to make a video of that because people don't believe it. It's the funniest damn thing you ever seen. They'll jump like belly flop into the bushes and try to sneak up on each other and scare each other. Oh man, it's funny. Yeah. Yeah, it's a neat thing to see. So, yeah, howdy, JF. Good to see you. Yeah, slow day, so just doing some Alaska chat. Yeah, I'm gonna do some more lives. I was just talking with Whipple about doing some StreamYard stuff, so I can pop some people up on here too. So I'm gonna check that out today. See what I can do with that. There's another program too that I guess that some people made for doing live streams. So I was gonna check into that too, because if I can, help support someone over there too, trying to make a go of it. I'd like to try to. I'm gonna I'm gonna check both those out today and kind of pros and cons and see how that goes. Yeah, I need to get a good camera with Zoom too. That'll work good for YouTube. I've been doing these like smaller adventure cameras, but I kill a lot of those. I think for the diving, I'm going to try to go back to mask so I can get some more free diving and spearfishing videos. Um, I personally know the guy that spearfished the world record halibut up here, and I think I can go out fishing with him. Try to go spearfish a halibut this summer. Go after some rockfish. Usually I go salmon and stuff. It's kind of a reorganization at work this summer. So didn't get out as much as I wanted to. It got stuck with some big projects that had to get done. Yeah. Hope everyone's all set for Christmas. Try to get all my Christmas shopping done about June. Put everything in the closet, hidden in boxes. I don't have to go fight at the post office to get in line and deal with the craziness at the stores. And usually end up finding, you know, better stuff anyway because I take more time to look. Get people I got to get stuff for, stuff they'll actually like and use. I think maybe later on today I'll wrap some presents too. But yeah, boring day. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take some time here and check out that StreamYard. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Hopefully I get to see you guys on one of you guys' streams here today or tomorrow. I'll just have to work a little bit in the morning. We'll be back on the YouTube. So yeah, thanks a lot for you guys coming out. Thanks for the ideas there with the stream, and we'll try to get that going. I do like that panel format of being able to pull people up, do some collaborations maybe. And my farm up here, I got places for people to camp. So you want to come up to Alaska, you don't want to blow a bunch of money on some stupid overpriced hotel that probably has bed bugs in it anyway. Uh, Give me a shout and get you set up. Make sure you have a good time and enjoy yourself. So yeah, go ahead and end the stream here. Thanks a lot, you guys, and we'll see you again soon.